Hello, folks. Welcome to the Scumdogs Kennel. I'm your host, Chris Williams. And before we do anything else, let me show off some artwork from my own upcoming graphic novel, Scumdogs. Okay? So you know what you're going to be getting when you back it. It's in the pre-launch page on Indiegogo, so let's go and look at it. Here's my extreme 90s cover. I did this cover to harken back to the comic books of the 90s. Looks pretty good. It has almost all of my characters in a big, huge battle on it. This is one of 3 different variant covers you'll be able to back on my Indiegogo when it goes live. By the way, folks, hit that like button for me, as well as please go share this video on social media. Share it on Twitter. Share it on Gab. Share it anywhere. Whew. All right. Scumdogs, the name of my graphic novel, is a parody of 80s and 90s cartoons, and the main characters are Death Mug and Buick Starpoon. Death Mug being the purple guy with the metal skull mask. He's a parody of Cobra Commander and Serpentor from G.I. Joe, as well as the Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like Cobra Commander, he's got a metal mask. Like Serpentor, he's got gold on him. And like Shredder, he's purple. While Buick Starpoon, the guy with the pink pompadour hair, he's a parody of Duke from G.I. Joe, as well as Buzz Lightyear and Buck Rogers, the space hero kind of character. Notice the uniform. That's his uniform. All the guys wearing the similar uniform to him in all different colors. They're part of his team on the Space Forces, because that's what he is. His specialty, like all G.I. Joes, even though he's not a G.I. Joe, has a specialty. His specialty is that he's a captain. Now, the guy over here with the mohawk, that is Roadhog. His specialty is that he's part of the army. While this bald guy with a gun down here, well, that's Beach Pounder. His specialty is that he's a Marine. While that guy back there in the red uniform, driving that vehicle, shooting off his weapons, that guy is Blast Tank. His specialty is that he's a heavy vehicle specialist, otherwise a tanker. Now, this is one of 3 different variant covers you'll be able to back, as I said. And right now, my Indiegogo is doing pretty well. It's in a pre-launch phase on Indiegogo. So there's that. Here is Girl Friday. She's another member of the Wild Rangers. That's the name of Buick Starpoon's team in the Space Forces. She is his second in command. She was put on the Wild Rangers because, well, while the Wild Rangers are heroes who save people's lives and save the day, they're just highly destructive idiots who go around blowing stuff up. Say that if they need to save a village, they'll do it by burning the place down. So her superiors in the Space Forces put Girl Friday in as Buick Starpoon's second in command to basically babysit the team. She hates Buick Starpoon because she feels like because now she's an overglorified babysitter, her career in the military is over. So she hates his guts and the rest of the Wild Rangers. That's Girl Friday. All right, here we have Death Mug's henchmen. These are a couple of more of the Scumdogs. See, in all 80s cartoons, the main villain would have henchmen. His underlings would be total idiots, or his henchmen would be total idiots. The blue guy with the top hat is Murder Mouth, and the pink guy down here is Sloppy. There are a couple of idiots who can't possibly do anything right, and you're going to laugh your head off when you read about them. By the way, go over to Indiegogo, search out the pre-launch page of my own Indiegogo, Scumdogs, sign up for it. The first 100 backers get a free poster of Buick Starpoon and stuff. Here we have Hair Metal Doctor. Hair Metal Doctor is a parody of Dr. Mindbender from G.I. Joe. But my character has also been crossed over with a hair metal musician, because I thought it would be awesome to have a villain who was a mad scientist who thinks of gadgets and stuff like that, while also rocking out as a hair metal musician. So that's Hair Metal Doctor. He thinks of all the schemes and all the gadgets that the Scumdogs use to take over the world. And that's pretty much what he does. He's a mad scientist. By the way, in the future, there's such a thing as the Scumdog Sports. What it means is that these are sporting events held with superhuman athletes. They're called Scumdogs because they're scum for trading in their humanity. Well, and dogs for trading in their humanity. See, they get these powers to compete for money and glory, and they're called scum and dogs for doing so. So they're called Scumdogs. But you get the idea they're not the best people around. So what happens when they're banned from sports? Well, they try to take over the world. Here we have Miss Breasty Melons, another one of the Scumdogs, but she only became a villain because she wanted to have fun. She's a party girl, and she thought it'd be cool to be a villain. And you're going to laugh when you read about her in my graphic novel. Now we looked at that. Let's go over here. Let's see. We're a few minutes in. Let me go put this up here. Now, let me do that. And now let's hit that like button, by the way, if you haven't, folks. Let's go over to Indiegogo. See about some new Indiegogos up. Let's go looking here. Let's go and try to get these comic books funded. Let's see. Let's see. There's a film about creator Mike Mignola, about Hellboy's creator. Don't help Mike Mignola. He's a big jerk. Okay, and well, that looks pretty good. Well, not very good. All right. Let's see some more stuff. Let's see if there's anything good down here. Let's go this way. Maybe we'll find some more Indiegogos over here. Let's see. There's Chronicles of Calamity 2. We have Briz Killer, a parody of Keanu Reeves. Beard Zerger. It's probably a woke book. And they're fighting Vespids. Oh, annoying. I mean, the artwork looks good. Well, not really. It's a parody book. He's a rock and roll metal warrior working to the modern, what's this? Who's the creator of this book? Don, oh, wrong. Don't know if this is a good book or a bad parody book. If it's a woke book, I don't really want to push it. The artwork looks somewhat interesting, but it looks like it's, no, the artwork's not too bad. Oh, maybe. I just don't want to help anything that's actually woke and stuff like that. The cover looks good. This appears to be the same guys who do X-Farce and stuff. Because I see X-Force down here. Yeah, X-Force Reloaded 1 through 3 pack 69. I guess they're still doing that. I mean, this sounds like they're actually doing something good here from good guys who do good parody books. But then again, I'm not so sure. But this does look good. It's going for $7,000. It's already made almost it's almost made it's made $1,950 already. Ooh, it's got 59 days left. That's pretty good. It's Beard Zerker. It's a parody of Keanu Reeves and stuff. Berserker. And it also looks like they're parodying other things as well. Parody Press Comics brings you Beard Zerker, rock and roll Rip Van Winkle heavy metal warrior. This 32-page book is written by Don Chen and colored by letter to you. We're asking you, dear reader, in the classic words of Meatloaf, to make this rock and roll dream come true. Looks good. But then again, and I don't think parody press is woke at all, so there's good at that, but I'm not sure. One of all, you have several different variants you can back for this book. You can back this book for $15. That's good. $15 for this book with some good artwork. And look at that. Yeah. Parodying a bunch of things you see and stuff like that. The covers look pretty good. You can also get X-Force Reloaded 1 through 3 pack. It's also good. Starring Babe She. Yeah, you can get a cover with She on it. The other characters on it as well. That's very nice. Okay. Beard's parody of Keanu Reeves' Berserker. Yeah, good parody book, but I'm just hoping this isn't woke, and it doesn't look woke. So this looks pretty good. We can always come back to this trailer later. Let me go look at some more stuff first. Oh, we have Beast King 1 through 4, Anti-Hero Tale of Revenge. Not bad. We have Graveyard Shift Volume 3 exclusive variants. Let's look at Graveyard Shift Volume 3. The next chapter in Graveyard Shift as the team returns to Earth only to find a werewolf infestation has terrorized the world. In their absence, surrounded by enemies everywhere, they join forces with the Dimension Hopper Brahm and his commando unit of superpowered monsters. Ooh, that looks good. You can back this book for $25. You also can get you can also get volume 1 and 2 collected, as well as other books as well. You can get little you can get Little Graveyard Shift. Yeah. All right. You can get this volume 1 and 2 collected edition for $25. You can also get the supplemental for $25. It's also very good. So you can get the Blood Bag where you get volume 3 and supplemental plus trading card and Visions 1 for $75. There are other Blood Bags where you can get even more books, and they're all reasonably priced. Let's see. Graveyard Gear, 200, Volume 1, 3, and supplemental trading card, Vision, Sketch, Little Graveyard Shift Ashcan. No Volume 1 and 2 collected, though. You can get the Loaded, Volume 3, and supplemental trading card, Vision, Sketch. All right. Signature Set, Volume 3, and supplemental. There's one where you can get Blood Bag and Collected. Yeah, Volume 3 and supplemental trading cards, Visions, Collected Edition, $100. It's a good price for all of it. Looks good, huh? Graveyard Shift looks awesome. Let's look at this trailer.
Graveyard Shift returns with co-creator Mark Pulte and Jawbreaker artist Aaron O'Fetchy to bring you more villains from the darkest corner of the universe. A master plan unfolds. New heroes, surrounded by enemies everywhere at Graveyard Shift, upon returning to Earth, must join forces with the Dimension Hopper Brahm and his commando unit of superpowered monster hunters to fight off a werewolf infestation that has begun terrorizing the world in their absence. 50 pages of full-color, pulse-pounding action. Also, we're offering a new supplemental book, including a story by myself and new art talent Rob Willis, presenting the debut of Bruner, the last of his people. Genoa comes to Earth to stop the genocide. Also featuring in the new...
Not bad. That's Graveyard Shift Volume 3. You can go back it on Indiegogo. Better do so, folks. It's got 18 days left, and it looks pretty good. It's already made $700, and that's good as well. Let's go look and have some more fun. Have you guys hit that like button for me? Let's see. If you have not hit that like button for me, folks, please do so. We're doing pretty well. Yesterday, I had Mike Barron on, and we looked pretty good. So going back any books you find on Indiegogo for Mike Barron, like his Nexus book, as well as a Monster Hunt. Let's get cracking. You can back both books, and it really helps Mike Barron and stuff like that, so that's very good as well. There's also Gunship Thunder Punch 2. We can take a look at that. Let's see. Other stuff to look at. There's Only Death Can Save Us. Let's look at some more. There's Tales from the Natverse. We haven't looked at that for a while. Well, you can back this book for $25. Tales from the Natverse. It looks pretty good. It looks very good. You have a good cover and stuff like that. Now, let's look at this trailer.
Tales from the Natverse. This ongoing anthology collects short stories introducing characters within the Natverse and are all connected to the main series, Nat the Merc. This 64-plus page perfect bound anthology series collects short stories introducing Nat, Milani, Rose, Zed, and other characters within the Natverse that you'll get to know and love in this prelude. This volume contains 2 previously published Nat stories as well as the previously published Helena Rose stories, introducing you to those characters. In addition, you'll also be receiving 2 brand new stories by Simon Sim-Poitier. Royal Rumble, colored by Seven Legions Michael Beacon. Also, Nat and Zed, colored by Spartan Scotsman of Xenotype. Arm up and fire off into...
You heard it, folks. That's Tales from the Natverse. Looks pretty good, huh? You can back it for $25. It's made $7,066. It's pretty good. Tales from the Natverse, $25. It's also very good. Let's see. There's Stomp comic book. It's got another 30 days. It's made 30,118. Let's take a look at these updates. Over 200% funded. We're officially over 200% funded for the Stomp 2 comic book. So thanks everyone who has backed it. I've just been hard at work drawing this book. I went out ahead and extended the campaign for an extra 30 days, mainly because it felt a bit disingenuous to pretend it was going in tomorrow night when I've already intended to go the full 60 days. Also, I don't want to lose track of time and forget to extend it. I'll be posting some more artwork for my book to the campaign page within the next few days. These will be all new pages that didn't exist when this campaign went live a few months ago, and I'm trying to not give away too much of the story, but I just feel that there needs to be more art up there to entice new backers. If you have already backed the book and don't want any of it spoiled, I'll post new art at the bottom of the main campaign page so it will be easier to avoid. I do have a question for people who have backed the book, especially who backed issue 1 and 2 bundled together. I have about 100 copies of Stomp 1 Remastered that were damaged to transit to my house. These are completely separate from the 120 copies that are being offered in this campaign. Most of the damage consists of corner dings, scuffs, scratches, tears in the cover. A couple of the covers misaligned, nothing major, but not anything I would consider selling as a mint comic book. None of the damage affects the readability of the books at all. I'm planning on selling these damaged books in a separate campaign on an eBay for a lower price than the books in this current campaign. So if you are a backer of this campaign and have a problem with this, please let me know. The last thing I want to do is piss anyone else who is back the book. Looks good. Let's see. Stomp 2. Stomp Story continues the second issue of what will hopefully be an ongoing series of comic books. To do that, I will need your help to get this book funded. The reaction to Stomp 1 Remastered was very positive, and I can't wait for the next Stomp's next adventure. Before we get too far into the details, Stomp 2, I think it's important to explain what my vision of Stomp is as a character. The easiest way for me to describe him is that he's a pretty good hero. Every day you do the right thing and help others without worrying about the fame and glory. This doesn't mean he does not make mistakes or have a personality shortcomings that interfere with his goal and his default attitude, put the needs of others before any dreams of or ambitions he might have. A key event from Stomp's past, parts of which were shown in flashbacks back from Stomp 1, will be the primary motivating factor for once Stomp is going as a superhero, although he is not at all comfortable using the term to describe himself. Most of the story, issue 1 and 2, where most of this 2 takes place in rural Flyover Country small town environment for the foreseeable future. The town Hillsbury, Illinois, will be Stomp's primary base of operations. I've never been happy with how small towns are traditionally depicted in entertainment. I hope to change that in some small way with my stories. The first page of Stomp 2 picks up only a few hours after the final page of Stomp 1. Loose plot threads from the first issue will be developed further, and Stomp will be forced to confront a new threat created by the magical forces that he has never encountered before. My goal is to create a book that can be picked up and read immediately after you finish Stomp 1 Remastered, but also a comic book that presents a satisfying story for new readers at will. And if you've never read issue 1, I hope to create a story that you will enjoy in Stomp 2. Looks good. Yeah, looks good. At Stomp 2, you can back this book for $10, but you can also back Stomp 1 Remastered and Stomp 2 together for $20. It's pretty good. You have also other perks you can back as well. Stomp 2 looks good. It's up on Indie. Well, yeah, it looks good. All right. Let me go back over here. 19 minutes in. Not too bad. Let's see. If you have not hit that like button for me, folks, please hit it, will you? It helps me fight the algorithm. Let's go over here and look at Ghoulgrind, Night of the Necromancer. Ghoulgrind has made $13,939. It looks good. Let's see. On the eve of October 29th, possessed Valimir Druchov, traverses the graves of Saint Krypton. Well, October 29th, 1990, X, possessed Valimir Druchov traverses the graves of Saint Krypton. Saint Grifton, with his newfound power and necromancy, Vlad awakens the resting townsfolk from the slumber at their local hangout. A spot in the Grifton Woods, where Nox and Merrick are waiting for their friend Vlad to arrive so they can discuss their plans for Halloween. Unbeknownst to them, a newly awakened Dread makes an attempt to harm them and is struck down by Nox, realizing that the dead have risen. Nox and Veronica journey to the graveyard to find the sources of the necromancy and put an end to it. That looks very good. Grind your way through the depths of eerie sound synchronous and stop the best friend Vlad from raising the dead before midnight strikes in Al Hawazui. 2 fearless heroes. Looks good. Nox using his magic throwing axes, 18 challenging levels, traveling through Saint Krypton and the surrounding areas, both have below the earth, and without ceasing, you must prevent the awakened dead from overrunning the town and the world. 6 glorified bosses. Beyond himself, Vlad has recruited 5 lieutenants you must defeat before you're able to challenge them. All of them have their own abilities to stop you in their tracks. Looks good. Let's see. $10 digital. Get the digital version of on an NES emulator. $10. $35 cartridge pack, physical game cartridge, only no box with digital manual, no box. $55 box pack, the full gear, get the full game, box instruction booklet and cartridge in addition to everything in the previous tiers. Okay, that's not too bad. $55 for a new game for your NES. Let's look at it. Let's look at Gulgrind, Night of the Necromancer. Or should I say, well, maybe you could come back later. Let me go over here real quick. Feel free to leave me a few chats, folks. I'd love to hear from you guys, okay? I really do. And come back to this in a little bit. Let's see. First new project, cartridge sci-fi game. This is a new game for the Game Boy, Nintendo Game Boy. It comes with a pack like that. It's made over $6,399. Got 25 days left. I'm Teddy, a solo game developer, sci-fi writer from neighborhood Telhouse. You can check my website. You can follow me. I went back to become a video game. Let's talk about the game first project. Looks good. It's the end of the Dion works for Rewild, a company for Prevail's life on Earth. During a mission, he will meet something that will change his life forever. Looks good. The game looks very good. Let's take now you don't see a trailer, but this is a brand new game for the Game Boy, and it looks pretty good. It's good that people are still making games for the Game Boy, and I'm glad about that. No trailer, though. But what you see here looks good. There's gameplay footage. There's this too. So yeah, this looks somewhat new cartridge sci-fi game. All right, doesn't look too bad. Let's see. Let's look at Gulgrind now. Let's look at this. All right. That looks pretty good, fun, huh, folks? Looks fun. Let's go over here. Let's go to tabletop games. Let's see. Random Dungeon Encounters. We looked at it yesterday. It's a good bunch of models, I have to say. Let's go down here. Exotic and beautiful miniatures. Hard to find fantasy tabletop miniatures. Battle for Britannia. There's Overlord 3 Kraken Spawn. Let's go look over at maybe this first. Let's look at Random Dungeon Encounters first, though. It's made 2,313. It's got 15 days to go. It looks pretty good. Back from the Nether Chaos, this time it's random monster encounters. 8 monsters of various sizes, abilities, and access. Grace your tabletop in a dungeon or cavern crawl on your never-ending quest for loot, justice, and exploratory needs. DMs can choose from these minis to surprise and horrify the RPG players. Ambush regrets at opening that door, run away, or fight, and all options in mind. I've got a few classics here as well as a few that just trickled me something I'd want to paint. But first, I sculpt, and these are just that random fantasy miniatures that I can turn into a painting project, which can also be used at tabletop games on different platforms. My first up is the Magma Imp, a cheeky little devil with no penchant for playing with fire and aware of its destructive nature and not strictly evil. Intentionally, the Magma Imp is immune to heat and fire, but it loves playing with its appearing as a short, impish-looking creature with skin like a magma, flames trailing off of it. The Magma Imp is still a dangerous creature to be encountered, but can also be painted any way you want. The different possibilities of themes are very broad. Here, my painted version of the Were-Rat. Magma Imp. Oh, looks good. Then we have the Eye Terror, a colossal monster of horrifying proportions. Players will groan when this monstrosity turns its megalomaniacal gaze upon them. Eye rays are able to charm, turn to stone, subdue, or instantly kill. Unlucky or unprepared, but don't you just love that grin on its face? It looks pretty good. Look at that. The Eye Terror and its buddies. Then we have the Bugbear, a large goblinoid creature bursting with muscles that can pull off carrying that really big axe, able to grow to quite large proportions. This hairy and bear-like creature is very unlike this much smaller kin. There will be no scampering away with this bulbous-nosed, bushy-eyed, browed, and bat-wing-eared monster, but not with those muscles and that axe. The big old Bugbear. Next is the Bug Hulk, a rock-burrowing monstrosity with hard-shitness claws and mandibles that can tunnel through rock. Large glittering insectoid eyes. Its arms can crush a foe like a steak. Being hit with a meat tenderizing is quite intelligent. Looks are deceiving, I know, and has been known to set traps for them wary. More little monsters here. We have the Hobgoblin. Like that. A sneaky-looking skulking around those tunnels looking for easy pickings and ready to fight, armed with a scimitar and carry large. I went with a blank shield this time, so you can paint whatever you want on it. Inspired by loosely based on the art of Russ Nicholson, D&D pin drawings and goblins and orcs. I've gone with a clean, lean, scoring looking with long features instead of the typical printing goblin looks and the bulldogish, bulky orc features. And here we have the desiccated and dried up tomb mummy, torn and tattered linen wraps falling away from its dried out husk of a corpse, an ancient talisman dangling from its neck, reaching out and installing a paralyzing fear in others and transferring the mummy rot. You really don't want this undead being anywhere near you. Another favorite of mine, while sculpting the Were-Rat, a thin, shifty-looking shapeshifter capable of taking a giant rats from, and more importantly, males have a raggedy, dripping mustache. I like the idea of the mustaches on such a weaselly-looking creature. It just adds to richness. This one is particularly with that in my mind, pointing, twitching ears and nose and shifty-looking eyes. It looks like a Scabman to me. And lastly, the Brain Flayer, a disgusting, well-dressed monster of the brain-eating persuasion. Just look at those tentacles. I mean, seriously, once those are wrapped around your noggin and starts pulling out your brain matter, what are you going to do? Looking like Cthulhu's little brother? Or Cthulhu? Doesn't help. All right. So there you have it, folks. 8 random monster encounters. Let's take a look at these. Just the big ends. For $30, you get all the big models. Just the little monsters for $30 as well. But for $50, all in 8 dungeon monster encounters, 8 unique and clean miniatures, including the Eye Tyrant, Large Mini, Bugbear, Tomb Mummy, Were Rat. Yeah, for $50. The classic monster encounters full set. North America's Canada only shipping will be collected in 8 monsters. Eye Tyrant, Large 55. Were Rat, a full metal set includes multi-part Eye Tyrant. If you want a classic monster encounters full set, a full metal set, yeah, you get these in plastic or metal. That looks pretty good, and you maybe read through more of these. But yeah, random dungeon encounters is a good looking set of models. So go back them. Now we looked at that. There's other stuff. Let's look at this one. At Kraken Ship Miniatures. It's made $12,790. It's going for quite a price. Let's look at these. Let's look at these minis. Yeah, these look like some good minis. Of course, you could bring them out. You have them all in white on there. These models do look good, though. I need your help to fund the production of these new miniature figures. These are 28mm miniature figures of different races or types with 20 unique miniatures as proof. The 12 most recent, the result from the first Kraken Ships is quite capable of making quality miniatures. With your help, miniatures made up by Kraken Ships start with an idea. That idea is derived from suggestions from the community, combined with what seems to be missing or limited to the miniature world. From the idea press of the concept phase, a concept drawing, and it's the first thing to be created. This Kickstarter miniature concepts were all done by a talented artist. Once the concept is completed, they're now brought to life characters that was once just an idea. Then modeled all of these Kickstarter models were done with a skillful. Once the miniature has been modeled, it's time to have them 3D printed and tested. Some miniatures are reworked, starting back at the concept phase and with adding spell effects or altering various elements that are then remodeled or added to. Once the miniature is finalized, it's then manufactured out of PVC plastic, packaged and shipped. From then, we finally ready. The entire process is simple and every time consuming and costly. Let's take a look at this trailer. Oh, by the way, folks, hit that like button for me if you have not hit it yet. Also, as well as please go share this video on social media. Share it. Ooh, Dealer Draws. What is your random monster encounter? Sounds interesting. Random monster encounters is up on Kickstarter Dealer Draws. Well, I'm looking at this one right now, but I can come back to that in a moment. Let's see, random monster encounters. It's a bunch of miniatures that you can buy for your D&D or war campaigns. I assume you can use it for war campaigns, but because the models look pretty good. Let me see if I can't find them again. Mix it up. This thing mixes up the miniatures and keeps mixing them up. Where are you? Maybe do this. Maybe go back and I'm doing this for draws. Tabletop. Just a moment, folks. I'll do that. Let's see, go down here. Let's see this. I guess I'll have to look it up. What is your random monster encounters? So yeah, that's random monster encounters. Let me go up here. Yeah, or maybe we should do this. Random monster encounters. Random monster encounters. Got it spelled right. Try it again. Maybe do that. Table top. Of course, it mixes everything up, and when you want to find something, wrong one. Let me do that again over here. All right, now I got it. Now I know what to do. Let's see, random monster encounters. Random monster encounters. Let's do that. Ah, damn it. Let's try that again. Maybe do this. Random. Let's see this. Oh, come on. Oh, maybe I'll just do minis. Miniatures. No, I also misspelled that. And now I can find it. Let me try this over here. Do it again. Let's see this tabletop. Right there. Printable models. Tabletop. Let's try this. Oh. Table top models. You still there? Random monster encounters. Taking forever to get this. Tabletop. Tabletop minis. All right, let's try that. All right. Look for more. Usually random monster encounters brings you to what you want to see. Creative multi-race hero and animal miniature setting. Not bad. Lovecraft Collection. STL. Lovecraft physical miniatures. Oh, Blaine. Thank you for Dillard Draws coming in here and stuff. I love having you. If you want to come on my live stream, I can leave you a link and stuff. Of course, this thing would not basically find what I was looking for when I want to see it. Kickstarter at times can be very annoying when you want to find something like this. I guess I could go over here and hope that. Let's go over to video games. All in video games, and come back to this later. There's the McNello case. East Coast Nightmares. Right. There's this stuff. There's Sacked. That's another good-looking game. Might as well go over here now. I'll come back to the other stuff later. $14,000. It's going for $38,000. It's got 6 days left. I hope they get an extension in this campaign. Sacked looks like a pretty good game. Like that. It's a retro-inspired Saturday morning cartoon wrapped in action and adventure. How much can you fund this back? Keep me posted. $10 towards Sacked supporter. In addition to the set of digital wallpapers, you also receive the digital art book, this PDF, ton of high-resolution illustrations, the high-level maps, full-color maps of 13 main levels, 2 bonus levels. As dozens of content like that, your name will also be etched into the gaming credits. Okay, $10. The Sacked Elite War. Get the dates, background includes your desktop phone, digital art book, your name on the Sacked digital copy of Sacked for PC or console for $20. Not bad. $20, huh? Retro inspired Saturday morning cartoon. About a pillow named Sack, a brave, adventurous, wisecracking hero, but a not so ordinary pillow accidentally brought to life, imbued with powerful weapons, wielding spell-casting, monster-smashing abilities, and sent on a quest to save while braille everything. Together, you will explore dungeons and vast environments, discover timeless secrets, and overcome deadly creatures to find the lost fragments of a magical amulet and restore the realm of the dreams. Our hero faces numerous challenges, including falling rocks, pits, lava, you get it. He basically has to platform his way through it, determined to make life, and fights monsters and stuff like that. The game looks good. Sack packs some attitude and ability when it comes to monster smashing. A pillow with powers practically in the department of weapon use and spell casting. Sack will discover new armor and weapons, powerful artifacts, and unlock devastating, very magical abilities. We're taking the game in a bit further than Jump and Punch, explore a wonderful world of monster slaying, weapons, and elemental magic. That looks good. Let's take a look at the trailer. All right. That was Sacked. Looks pretty good. Back it on Kickstarter. Let's go find some other stuff. Let's see about it. It's like that. Oh, yeah. We're 42 minutes in, so we're doing pretty well here, at least. What to look at next. Let's see. Maybe this time we'll find something like over here. Look, Sacked. All right. Let's see this. Stop motion platform adventure. Let's do that later. Let's try tabletop games again. Let's see. Try to find that for Diller Draws again. Too bad. We're in Monster Encounters. For some odd reason, can't seem to find the thing. Let's see. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, always look at some more Indiegogos. There's Chronicles Calamities issue 2. Let's see. This is going for 5,000. It's got 3,067. It's got 28 days left. Yeah, it looks pretty good. You can back this book for $10. Yeah, Chronicles Calamity 2, $10. I already backed for issue 1, so that's good for me. Merchant Pack, Junior Adventure Bundle, physical copy issue 2, sticker pack, signed character postcards, be an NPC gallery, be an NPC. So coming back to books, digital bundle, Bodrog's Buddies, $70. Physical copies 2, sticker books, signed character postcards, original sketch. Chronicles of Calamity 2. After the fantastic success of our first issue 1 launch, we see no reason not to bring you the further adventures of Chronicles of Calamity. Do they drown in a well? Do they escape the burning town? Are they lost forever in a swamp of Contact High? Find out. Looks good. You can back this book for $10. It's made $3,000 already. Let's look at this trailer.
They barely survived their first encounter, but now they're back. With 26 more pages of might, magic, and morons. Chronicles of Calamity, Issue 2. Follow your favorite foul-mouthed adventurers as they continue their quest to get paid. You'll meet clumsy rogues, miniature barbarians, and drug-fueled paladins. Back the project on Indiegogo today for a sweet purpose.
That's Chronicles of Calamity. Looks pretty good, huh, folks? You can back it for $10. The second, you can back Chronicles of Calamity Issue 2 for $10. It's up on, yeah. You can back Chronicles of Calamity Issue 2 for $10 up on Indiegogo. All right. Let's see. Let's go back over here. There's Wart the Wizard. Oh, by the way, Pirate Queen is ending her campaign soon, so you might want to look at that and back it while you have the chance. In fact, maybe I'll go look at this right now. Looks like you can back it and still back it for $25. Looks good. Pirate Queen looks very good, doesn't it, folks? This is from Mandy Summers. It's made $291. That looks good. You have a choice of 2 different covers. Each one looks very good. Very good, I have to say. I might just back it right now. It's Pirate Queen. It's ending its campaign soon, so you need to basically go do that if you want to go back this book. All right, go over this way. All right. What to look at next? Let's go down here. Let's go this way. Let's see. Calamity. There's Wart the Wizard, Portal of Echoes, which is made $940 with 5 days left. That's pretty good. There's also Berserker, a parody of a parody book. I should say like this. Looks good. Let's take a look at this trailer.
Comics are totally awesome. And I'm totally awesome too. Berserker has everything you want from a comic book. It's got great drawings, colors, great story. It's got great action, has a little romance, and it's about something. Not just any something. It's a parody of something. And I was like, Well, I used to collect, and I love comic books. And they were like, so, did you ever want to make a comic book? And I was like, yeah. And then Parody Press was like, oh, yeah. So they made a comic book that's a parody of my comic book. And it will probably be pretty hilarious, because that's what a parody is. Or at least what it's supposed to be. You know, this idea of kind of like a rock and roll warrior. So
Looks good, huh, folks? That's very good. That's Berserker, a parody of Keanu Reeves. A parody of Keanu Reeves' book here. You can back it on Indiegogo. So you can get it for $25. Well, actually $15. It's a good price for this book. And it looks good with some great artwork. Now, let's go over here. Over here, we're 50 minutes in. Let's go look at some more stuff. There's Groken, which ended his campaign. Not bad. There's Beast King 1 through 4, Anti-Hero Tales of Vengeance, 21 days. The most savage DNA in the animal kingdom is cutting edge, science, and bloody. The story behind Beast King, genetically, Jack Stevens must find his own path. And as he gains more control over his business, the company behind his mutation parents, and is now hunting Jack down for their own experiments. He's the perfect specimen of what Annika wanted to create, a genetically modified. But Jack wants revenge for his parents' murder, and he is not letting anything get in his way. After a massive betrayal from one of the person he thought he could trust, Jack is now on his own and must destroy Aniko for good. Can he pull all this off without losing himself to the beast within? Looks good. The artwork is good. Not the best artwork I've seen, but pretty good from what I see for this book. Let's see. Physical copy, $8. It's a good price for the book. Very good price. Beast King 1 through 4. Tale of Revenge. Not bad. It sits up on Indiegogo. There's that as well. Now, let's look at some more stuff. There's more stuff down here. There's Gunship Thunder Punch. There's that. A few new Indiegogos in here as well. That's very good. Let's see. There's Nexus, Coming of Gormondo. You can back it for $39.99. It's Mike Barron's new book on Indiegogo, so go back it, folks. Looks like it's fully funded, and that's good. There's Tiny Mouse. Take a look at that. There's 94, Rich Charlie's War. It's made 9,974 with 16 days left. But Rich Charlie's War is a 56-page perfect brown graphic novel featuring 48 pages of story and 8 pages of bonus content. Every physical book automatically receives 2 bonus campaign exclusive trading cards. Rich Charlie's War is the all-new Pedal to the Mail installment from the 94 comic book universe, brought to you by the series creator. At the beginning of the story, you are catapulted into the world of the future. We witnessed the aftermath of a haphazardly botched time travel mission from the original 94 series. They got a score to sell with their employer who set them up, but there's a plethora of obstacles set in their path. On their trail who happen to be their rival time-traveling hired guns. This book is a melting pot of sci-fi, superhero, and anti-hero humor with a splash of 90s nostalgia. Also, be sure to consider adding the Drone Ashcan, which is 48 pages of all new story that ties directly to Rage Charlie's War 1. It serves as an intermission of sorts. We're offering 2 different covers editions for Rage Charlie's War 1. Each physical copy includes 2 campaign-exclusive trading cards, plus all playable stuff as well. You can get this book for $25, and each cover looks awesome. There's this cover, and then there's this cover right here. There are the ash cans as well, basically 48 pages more. In-drawn ash cans, 3. These in-drawn ash cans are tales set apart from the core of Charlie's War book, but are crafted especially so that you get the reader excited to integrate them as part of the story, so be it. Think of them as an intermission. 48 pages, huh? Not bad. Here's the artwork from inside the new graphic novel. Looks pretty good. Yeah. Here's more artwork. Also looks good. That's 94, Rich Charlie's War. You can back it for $25. Here's the trailer. Oh, by the way, folks, I'm sorry about Dilla Draws. I couldn't find that thing you wanted to see again, but hey, we can do it later. All right, looks pretty good. That's Rich Charlie's War. It's up on Indiegogo. All right. Now we've been doing this. Well, let's look at my own Indiegogo page. By the way, folks, hit that like button for me, as well as please go share this video on social media. 56 minutes in. Thank you all for joining me, but let's go look at this now.
Or
here we are.
Great comic books to read as if you're falling through the depths of space, then come read Scumdogs. It's one hell of a great comic book. You're just going to love it. And unlike the blue-haired land whales or the purple land whales, you won't get anything like agenda politics in it. You can hear it on the wind. Scumdogs, just a great comic. Just barging down your door, seeing all the little purple bastards running and screaming in terror. That's Scumdogs. You'll see the amazing sights of people running past gigantic, bizarre pictures, bizarre happenings, and great stories that will make you just love the story. You'll get characters like Sloppy here, Hair Mail Doctor, Miss Breasty Melons, and you'll also get Murder Mouth, as well as the ultimate character, Death Mug. Yes, Death Mug, and you'll see him fight his arch enemy, Buick Starpoon, who leads his team into space versus the Wild Rangers in epic battles against the Scumdogs. You'll get characters like Hair Metal Doctor fighting Beach Pounder in an epic battle with Blast Tank along as well, firing off his missiles in an epic showdown that will leave you grasping and wanting more. That's Scumdogs. Go and back it on Indiegogo. You'll get 3 covers. You'll get this cover here that's just awesome, the 90s vinyl muscle cover. You'll get this one where basically a parody of of the characters just working at a burger joint. Okay. You also get 3 covers, as well as a cover with them just chasing down purple land whales. Okay, little purple bastards. But it's going to be awesome. Get back these 3 covers on Indiegogo. Back my comic book. You're just going to love it. That's Scumdogs. Come and get it on Indiegogo.
All right. That was my trailer to my Indiegogo, folks. Looks good, huh? Going back the pre-launch page, okay? And the first 100 backers get a free poster of Buick Starpoon. Now I'm going to thank you all for joining me. Today's been a pretty good live stream. Remember, folks, please go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Read Comics That Are Bad For You. There are some spells, THERE, so it's Read Comics. Read Comics That Are Bad For, yeah. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that like button for me, as well as go over and leave some comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys, as well as please go and share this video on social media. Remember, folks, go over and subscribe to Stitch Together Pics. It's a YouTube channel and stuff like that. As well as go over and subscribe to my, BitChute account. It's under the name Comic Freak, as well as go over and subscribe to my Rumble account. It's under the name and stuff like that. It's under the name Comic Freak. Go to BitChute and like that. And go over to BitChute and subscribe to my BitChute channel, Comic Freak, as well as remember, folks, I'll be back again tomorrow around 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock or 8, 10, or 11 for another live stream. I'm Chris Williams from the Scumdogs Channel. Thank you all for joining me. Well, I should also say some other stuff. Yeah. Also, go over to Creepy Little Book and stuff like that and subscribe to their YouTube channel. They're a great show and they deserve more subscribers, as well as go over to Twitch and subscribe to Robot Co-op. Remember, folks, go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Read Comics That Are Bad For You, as well as, go and subscribe to Read Comics That Are Bad For You. Yeah, Read Comics That Are Bad. Yeah. Let's see. I'll be back again tomorrow, so I'm Chris Williams from the Scumdogs Channel. Thank you all for joining me.